The ocean is Earth's largest habitat, housing everything from the 33-meter blue whale to microscopic plants invisible to the naked eye. For the Class 8 WBCHSE biology curriculum, you are responsible for a specific subset of this diversity. Success on the exam requires focusing on 13 particular organisms and their defining traits. This diagram outlines the exact syllabus structure. Every required organism falls under one of two branches: ocean plants and ecosystems, or ocean animals. We have included a pulsing exam alert icon to flag specific points where biological definitions often overlap or confuse students. Acing this section depends on identifying the specific physical traits that distinguish plants from animals and vertebrates from invertebrates. Understanding these structural differences is the most effective way to answer the board's classification questions. We begin at the base of the marine food web. Plankton is the broad term for any microscopic organism that floats passively with the current. This visualization isolates phytoplankton, the plant-like component of that community. Because they contain chloroplasts for photosynthesis, these tiny organisms produce approximately half of the oxygen found in Earth's atmosphere. While phytoplankton are single-celled, seaweed is a large, multicellular algae. It anchors to the seafloor or rocks, creating physical shelters and providing a direct food source for larger marine animals. Here, the biological definitions become specific. On the left, we see coral life, the individual animal polyps that live in symbiosis with algae. On the right, the coral wall, or reef, is the massive structure built from the calcium carbonate these polyps secrete over thousands of years. By providing oxygen, nutrition, and the literal rocky foundations for reefs, these organisms establish the environments where the rest of the ocean's life survives. Marine invertebrates are animals that lack a backbone. In the mollusk family, the syllabus contrasts the octopus and the squid. This infographic shows the difference. The octopus has exactly 8 arms and a soft body, while the squid has a streamlined body, an internal shell, and 10 arms, 2 of which are elongated feeding tentacles. The jellyfish belongs to a different group. It uses a free-swimming, gelatinous bell to move through the water. To feed, it uses trailing tentacles equipped with stinging cells that paralyzes its prey on contact. Unlike the free-swimming jellyfish, the sea anemone and sea pen are stationary. The anemone resembles a flower, but uses tentacles to capture small fish. The sea pen is a colonial invertebrate with a central stalk that looks like an old-fashioned quill. The starfish is an ectoderm, usually identified by its 5-armed, star-shaped body. A key feature often tested on exams is its ability to regenerate, allowing it to grow back arms lost to predators or accidents. Without a skeletal backbone, these invertebrates rely on specialized biological tools, from the starfish's regeneration to the jellyfish's stinging cells, to survive and hunt. Let's look at 2 organisms that look similar. On the left is seaweed, and on the right is a sea anemone. You have 5 seconds to identify which is the plant and which is the animal. The sea anemone is the animal. It is a predator with stinging tentacles. The seaweed is the plant, using photosynthesis to create its own food. This X-ray comparison shows the difference between the ocean's largest vertebrates. The whale is a mammal. It has a bony skeleton, breathes air through a blowhole, and gives birth to live young. The shark is a cartilaginous fish. Its skeleton is made of flexible cartilage rather than bone, and it extracts oxygen through gills. These structural differences mean that despite their similar sizes and habitats, Whales and sharks belong to entirely different biological classes. Remember these exam keywords. Squid have 10 arms. Starfish can regenerate. Whales are warm-blooded mammals. Coral walls are calcium carbonate. This Class 8 WBCHSE Ocean Life Cheat Sheet organizes all 13 required items into their correct categories. Use the bolded keywords in each column to structure your answers for the final exam. Mastering this section means looking past outward appearances to identify precise biological markers. With these 13 organisms clearly categorized, you have a direct map for your upcoming test.